going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming. My name is AMB5679. Guys, I just want to put this upload real quick because I'm actually ready to go live right now. I have everything ready for live stream, so let's just say by the time this uploads, I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes, and then I'm just gonna go live, which means it's probably gonna kill views on this or whatever. I mean, I just want to put it out there and document it because I think this is just ridiculous. Okay, let's start by watching this, or should I read first? Yeah, no. Let's see what they got to say on this. I didn't watch this, but I did read it. But why isn't FEMA an option for Southeast Texas? Everyone knows all the flooding that just happened down there, so why isn't it an option? Now, like I said, I didn't watch this video yet. I read it, so let's see what this says. And why ain't I floating on top now? Let me pull me back up. Actually, who even cares?
Well, yes, this is the first time flooding. We didn't flood in Harvey. Water didn't even get to the house. I lived in Bevel Oaks for 8 years. Never flooded there. Harvey, nothing. Lived on the other end of Lucas during Rita. Didn't flood then. I've never seen nothing like this. I've lived in Beaumont 62 years.
Really? So what's going through your mind that this depression is the one that got you?
I lost stuff I can't replace. Stuff that was my parents. But we're here. Six decades without the damage and now facing this toll. Wow.
You feel for him. We feel for all of you who are dealing with this tonight, trying to bring life back together. And you know, a big part of that potentially could be FEMA, but at this point, things don't look overly promising.
Important thresholds have not yet, anyway, been met, in fact, and that is one of the problems. We do have the answer to the question, though, of when FEMA actually gets here, and for you, thank goodness, it's soon.
Yeah, we've got Chris Rogers talking to families tonight, dealing with damage and waiting for word.
Man.
It's a familiar sight in neighborhoods across Southeast Texas. Houses gutted, entire rooms left on the curb.
This is for my basement.
God bless Texas.
Tate Orr is no stranger to the process.
We love you guys.
2 years ago, almost to the date. We haven't even been in this house a year since they got flooded last time.
Back then, he wasn't covered, and he had to rely on federal aid.
I just bought the house, so flood insurance didn't kick in yet, even if I would have bought it. So FEMA still helped. He still got money from FEMA, but it wasn't anywhere near what flood insurance was giving out.
This time, he was ready.
It sucks having to go inside and clean everything up, but knowing that you got flood insurance, it makes it all better.
Others weren't so prepared, though.
I don't know why this computer been acting up like this lately. Or I don't want to say a computer, just the internet. It's been so slow.
Hundreds of people need FEMA as a lifeline, but so far, that's not an option.
We have to reach certain thresholds in order for the Stafford Act to allow the president to sign a disaster declaration.
For FEMA to step in, there has to be $37.7 million in public assistance damages and 800 uninsured homes with 18 inches of water.
Hold on. Pause that right there. So, in order for FEMA to even come, there has to be $37.7 million in public assistance. And I know Iggy is so crazy with numbers, but how freaking ironic is it that there's 2 sevens in this number? I know there's just not. They didn't do that on purpose. Nah, the budget just end up like that. I know, and that 8 minus 1 equals 7 too. So, but that's just not. It's an accident.
Now, FEMA will arrive Monday, so that threshold still may...
It's an accident, even though 7 means order out of chaos. And what is this right here? What is this doing?
...be met. But for those who've received federal help before, there still could be problems.
There was a requirement that they obtain and maintain flood insurance. For those individuals who did not do what the rules required, they may be facing some headway in trying to get federal assistance.
It's a headache people like Tador can't imagine going through again.
Not knowing whether you're going to get any kind of assistance or anything and having to just take it all out of pocket, it completely changes the game.
Now again, FEMA, along with state and local teams, will begin assessing that damage on Monday. As for those who are waiting for federal relief to get back on their feet, for right now, they're going to have to hold tight and continue to hope for the best. Reporting in Beaumont tonight, I'm Chris Rogers. We'll send it back to you.
Okay. Whoops. Mic just fell down. Sorry for banging the air. Let me make sure this next one doesn't start up. Pause, please. Okay, now let's read, guys. See, me personally, my personal opinion on this matter would be that it shouldn't matter what the devastation is, what the damage is, or how many people are hurt and missing or dead, or none of that should matter. If there's a so-called quote-unquote natural disaster, FEMA should be there. It should not matter what the devastation total amount of dollars comes to, the total amount of dollars the devastation comes to. That should not matter. People need help. There's still some people that need help regardless. Why does it have to meet a certain amount of money just for you to help? I'm embarrassed, man. Especially after I seen what Richie from Boston put up last night about that girl that got thrown out. The hospital employees thrown her out on a sidewalk while she was having a seizure. And then I see shit like this. And then the live stream about quantum computing we're about to do after this. I'm embarrassed to be an American. I'm embarrassed to be associated with these people that run our government. I am embarrassed, man. It's an embarrassment, man. Because there's just certain things that are just not, I don't want to say the word law, but just rule as a human being. It's rules of humanity. Someone needs help, you help them, man. Like, it doesn't, even if my enemy was like needed help, like like 9 times out of 10, depending on what that enemy is my enemy for, I'm gonna help them. You know what I mean? Like, if they like touched a kid or something, then I'm probably not gonna help them. I'm just being honest. But you call me an asshole or a jagoff or some name, and we start this beef. If you need help, I'm still would help you. I wouldn't let you die, man. I just can't believe some stuff that I read, man. Why isn't FEMA an option for Southeast Texas? Currently, the destruction left by Imelda's floodwaters doesn't meet the threshold to help from FEMA. Beaumont, Texas. Countless homes are still flooded tonight, with many people wondering when federal relief will arrive. We all know how devastating this storm has been for Southeast Texas. We've seen homes and cars underwater, and it's taken a toll. It's taken a toll on the community, it's supposed to say. A big question for many of you has been, where is FEMA? Currently, the destruction doesn't meet the threshold for help from FEMA, at least not yet. Houses gutted, entire rooms left on the curb, and sadly becoming an all too familiar sight in neighborhoods across Southeast Texas. Not to mention, in my own words, it says, not to mention across America entirely and the world. All the fires going on around the world, the earthquake that just smacked somewhere the other day. I'm sorry, I forget. It's on the top of my head. But all the stuff that's been going around. Not to mention all that too. And of course, Texas. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's an embarrassment. This stuff makes me mad, man. Excuse my language. Sorry if I keep cussing. I'm working on it, trying to be a better Christian. I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. And I'm trying to do the right thing when no one's looking, rather than doing the right thing when everyone's looking. Because I know God's always watching, so that's the way I'm trying to look at it. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's move on. This stuff just makes me so mad, man. It just does. We went through, Tate Orr is no stranger to the process. We went through this 2 years ago, almost to the day when Harvey hit, he said. Back then he wasn't covered and had to rely on federal aid. I just bought the house, so flood insurance didn't kick in. Even if I bought it, FEMA still helped, but nowhere near what flood insurance was giving out, or said. This time, this time he was ready. It sucks having to clean everything up, but knowing you have insurance, it makes it all better, he told 12 News. Not, let's just throw in there that flood insurance is not cheap by any means. Okay? Others weren't so prepared. Hundreds of people may desperately need the lifeline that FEMA can provide. But so far, that's not an option. We have to reach a certain threshold in order for the president to sign a disaster declaration, Jefferson County Judge Jeff Brannick told 12 News on Saturday. And guys, I know this was just on the video. I told you I didn't watch the video, but I read, so I'm going to read it anyway. For FEMA to step in, there has to be $37.727 million in public assistance damage and 800 uninsured homes with 18 inches of water in them. Oh my, just the way these numbers are, dude. Like, come on, you can't, not only on the behalf of the numbers I always show, like 7s and 77, and then subtracting a number to get another 7, not besides that. Just these numbers, though, you can just tell these are, like, dude, damage 800 uninsured homes and 18 inches of water in them. There has to be 18 inches. Just, dude, it's so pre-planned, sketched out. These numbers are definitely made, and it's not just a budget. FEMA will arrive Monday, so that threshold still may be met, but for those who've received federal help before, there could still be problems. There was a requirement that they obtain flood insurance for the individuals who did not. Whoa, I didn't know that. For the individuals who did not do that may face some headway to get federal assistance, Barnick said. So, peep this out. If they, for some reason, had got help by FEMA for Harvey, right? FEMA goes, okay, so listen, if we're going to help you this time, but next time, they'll say, like, if there's a next time, make sure you have flood insurance. Meanwhile, knowing in the back of her, FEMA knows damn well they're going to manipulate another damn storm to hit in there. And I'm not mean FEMA exactly. You guys get what I'm saying. But next time, be ready. Damn well there'll be a next time within less than a year. It's a headache people like Orr can't imagine going through again. Not knowing if you're going to have assistance or not and having to pay out of pocket just changes the game, he said. And I can understand that. Again, FEMA, along with state and local teams, will assess damage on Monday. In the meantime, those who are waiting for federal relief are going to have to hold tight and hope for the best. Whoa, look at that picture. Stuff like that just makes me mad, man. Stuff like that just makes me mad. And let's keep Southeast Texas in our prayers, and let's just pray that they do get help by our government because they deserve it. That's what our government's supposed to be there for. They're not supposed to be there just to control us and make laws. These lawmakers who love the right of law. You know what I mean? When it shouldn't even be a law for real. It should just be like, this is how a human treats another human. Period. Like, it shouldn't have to be a law. Yeah? But let's keep Texas in our prayers, guys. And man, I hope they get that help, because they deserve it. And anyone, I don't care the amount of money of devastation, I don't care how many homes are flooded, anybody, every time there's any type of rain, snow, sleet, hail, hurricane, tornado, volcano, whatever, anything, we should help each other out. And that they got all the money, okay? FEMA, government, they have all the money to help. They're the ones that can help. But meanwhile, you see them neighbors down there laughing, helping each other, smiling still and even though it's such a hard time. I commend them people for that. Amen. Amen, Texas. Love you guys, man. Hey, guys, be ready within about 10 minutes. I'm going to let this stay uploaded. Okay, so this video won't take long to upload because it's short. So it'll be uploaded kind of quick. Okay, right now it's 9:12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When it uploads, okay, I'm going to let it stay uploaded for 10 minutes. Start the live stream. AMB5679. Checking out.